Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a very exciting one. I'm going to be testing out a product, and it's a product you guys have really been recommending to me quite a lot over the month. And it's the Hynt Beauty Concealer. So I did pick up sample size from Glow Organics in Brighton. It comes in a 2-pack, so I've got light and fair to test out. Obviously they do full size, but I thought it makes sense to get samples first to test out. So the full size does retail for £22. So it says on the website that it's one of the best selling products of Hynt Beauty. It's lightweight, full coverage to colour correct discoloration, acne age spots and dark circles. And the formula is infused with botanical extracts and oils to help heal and protect skin, which is cool. So it's got avocado oil in, so that balances, calms, softens sensitive or irritated skin. Packed with vitamins A, E and D to nourish the skin, and it's got aloe vera leaf, which is anti-inflammatory, calming and healing ingredient, and encourages production of keratin to rejuvenate the skin. Cardboard, it shows that it's won quite a few awards, which is amazing. So yeah, all natural formula. Small amount goes a long way, budge proof to last all day, won't clog pores, full coverage, hydrating formula applied and it blends effortlessly. You can add moisturiser to instantly transform to a liquid cream / tinted moisturiser. Non-drying, non-cakey, does not set it into fine lines. Great eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to be testing this out today, and I'm actually going to test it as an eyeshadow primer as well. As you know, I will be doing that Green Beauty Eye Primer video. It's just it takes a while to test all the eye primers because I want to put it all into kind of one video to compare everything. But that is coming, so please bear with me. But yeah, I'll test this as an eye primer as well. So it says apply a small amount onto the hand and warm by lightly spreading it with your fingertips for a melting effect. Apply to targeted areas with a dab and softly blend. Apply to targeted areas with a dab and softly blend for a balanced, even skin tone. Yeah, mix with moisturiser to use a liquid foundation. A little goes a long way. So I'm not going to go in with foundation today or primer. I want to see how this works kind of by itself. I will powder it. So let's crack into the shade. Oh yes, get a very small one. This is the shade Fair, which I think is most likely what I'm going to be, in all honesty. Yes, this is Fair, this is light. I definitely think I'm going to be Fair. It looks slightly more pink tone than maybe I would like, although it's not too bad. But I think, yeah, let's go Fair. So yeah, so I'm going to take some of this, pick some up on my hand. It does feel like, wait, oh, it does look quite full coverage. So let's start off with under the eyes. Let's zoom in a little bit more so we can see what's going on. The real test will be down here with the spots, so let's go. Let's dab it on. Oh. I'd say that's given pretty good coverage, for sure. If you compare the two. I mean, I don't think I've got particularly dark under eyes, so it's hard to tell how much coverage there is, but obviously, like I said, with the spot area, it will really show. I mean, that's blended really nicely into the eye area. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look cakey. It almost looks like I'm not wearing anything, but obviously you can see the difference in terms of the coverage on the eyes. But you can see it has melted right into the skin, which is really, really nice. And I do think Fair is my shade. Oh yeah, so it's definitely right. You really don't need much. Okay, I may put a bit too much on this eye. Oopsie. Let's just blend now. I mean, yeah, that looks really nice. It has given a slight highlighting effect under the eyes. But yeah, it's definitely kind of sitting beautifully on the skin at the moment. Looks like my actual skin, which is really, really nice. So the next area I'm going to tackle is the chin area, so that's kind of the big test. So let's get started. I think I need to pick up a little bit more for my chin. Maybe I will try it light just for the chin area because it's looking obviously much brighter than the rest of my face. So let's just have a little see what light's like. I'm just going to try it with a brush because obviously that's the third kind of layer I've put on and it hasn't particularly covered all the spots. So let's just go back in with a bit more light. I'm going to take it on my Real Techniques brush, concealer brush, and just really go ahead and dab it in. Okay, that's better. I think because the brush picked up more product as well actually, so... And now I've used the brush and I've used the shade Light, I actually think Fair is better for me now. Because now it's definitely more full coverage on the skin. You can really see that actually I think Fair would be better. So that's good to know now. And I think in future I probably would use a brush. I don't mind using my fingers, but because I just prefer using a brush. And as you can see, that definitely gave a lot more coverage with the brush. Right, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to stick to Fair then, so we know Light now is a bit too deep for me. So I'm going to use the brush again, go in some more, and then tackle the other areas. I like to put a little bit of concealer. So around my nose, only because I suffer from a little bit of redness around my nose. So I just want to... And I'm interested to see if it breaks up on my nose as well, because that's kind of one of the areas where foundation and concealer will tend to break up. And let's just blend it into the cheeks because I've got a bit of redness going on there. Okay, so far so good. Everything is looking nice. My chin's obviously looking a bit off with the colour now because I did go in with the light and the brush, which gives a bit more coverage, and so you can really tell the colour difference. But I definitely think, especially for my eye area, I think actually using my fingers works perfectly fine. Like I said, I don't think I suffer from very dark circles, so I don't need a whole ton under my eyes personally. It is more my chin area that's kind of the focus when it comes to concealer. So I think that's great. I'll be interested to see if I do like this and how it lasts, how it works as like a tinted moisturiser type thing. Because as you know, I'm not really, I do wear foundation on occasion, but I do like letting my skin breathe every so often. So I'm just putting, I do suffer, for some reason I get this red spot, a red patch just between my brows. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to set those areas in place like I always do, just because you know I've got a very oily T-zone and it just needs to be set. So I'm going to set under the eyes as well because I do like to set the eyes. Like I said, I think I mentioned before, I like to use dabbing motions because it's less likely to disrupt the products underneath. Perfect, so things are still looking really nice on the skin. Really happy so far. I'm going to quickly go and do the rest of my face makeup, then we can come back and test that out as an eye primer as well. Okay, so that's the face portion done, and now moving on to the eye. So testing this as an eye primer. So I'm going to take it on my concealer brush. I like this brush a lot. As you can see, it's still a lot in there, and I've let's pop this on the eyes. And actually, because it's quite a full coverage, especially when you use a brush like this should really work well for a primer. So you can see, you can customise it. If you use your fingers, it gives a much more lighter coverage, or go in a brush and it really packs it on. In my last video, I didn't set my concealer on my eyelids, and things worked really well. So I think I'm going to do the same again today. I'm going to go in with my Hynt Pure Naked 2 palette today and create some eye look with this. So I'm going to start off with the shade Beam, this one here. E40 brush, pick some of this up. I'm going to start just dusting this kind of all over the lid, but focusing a little bit into the crease. Okay, so that's blended really nicely over that concealer, which is good. I'm then going to take the shade Splendor on the same brush again and just focus this on the outer portion of the lid. Yeah, this look isn't going to be anything crazy or anything like that. Not a proper tutorial, just testing out the concealer. But so far in terms of blendability, it's working really well. And then I'm going to take some of the highlight shade, which is the shade Illume, in this palette on my finger. And pop this over the lid. Or the inner third, sorry, of the lid. Like that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my Lilo Witchy Poo loose eyeshadow on my Kiko brush, pencil brush, and just literally pop this along the lash line. Not bringing it all the way in, just a little bit. Like that, and then just take my Hynt Pure brush again, just to soften the edges. Actually, I've really been enjoying using this Lilo eyeshadow here on my eyes. I just feel like it kind of just adds some definition to the lash line. Okay, so that's my face complete now. So far, everything is looking really nice on the skin in terms of the concealer and things like that. I definitely think I'm the shade Fair. Once I went full coverage on the chin area, the brush, you can definitely tell the kind of right colour match for me. I think, yeah, it seems to be a really nice product. I find it really blendable and things like that. Like I said, for under my eyes, I think fingers works perfectly fine. Maybe if you have slightly darker under eyes, then you might want to go in a brush just because it'll pick up a little bit more product and it'll just pack it on a bit more. But it's still lightweight. It's even in my chin area, even though I kind of packed on more. It's now, using my finger, it wasn't enough coverage, but using the brush, it's covered everything. So I'm very happy about that. But it still feels lightweight, like it said. So far, not settling in my lines under my eyes, which is perfect. Yeah, I think it looks really nice on the skin at the moment. So the big test is obviously to see how long it lasts and see how well the eyeshadow lasts on my eyes as well, because it actually blended out the eyeshadows really well. I didn't have an issue with that at all. Time is currently 8:35 in the morning. I'll be going off to work soon. I'll come back and I can see how well this has lasted on my skin. Okay, so I'm back and the time is 10 to 5. So this concealer's been on me for just over 8 hours, I'm pretty sure. And actually, I'm very impressed. As you can see, I'm looking shiny. I always do after work, just because I'm oily and also I'm on my feet all the time, so you do get a bit hot. But yeah, I have to say I'm very impressed. I'm really impressed with the chin area in particular. I feel like for some reason under my eyes it has slightly faded. A little bit creased right up in the inner corners here. It kind of has disappeared a little bit around my nose as well, but I feel the chin area is pretty much intact, and that was the area I really kind of packed it on. Not packed it on, but I used the brush so it had a lot more coverage and things like that, and I think it's actually lasted really, really well. I think it's lasted really, really well on my chin. Spots are still pretty much covered. I am a little bit shiny, but it hasn't broken up or anything like that. So you can see for yourself. I still think fair is going to be better for me than light. But yeah, I just feel like under my eyes, I don't know because I put less product there, so it just fades faster, maybe. And like I said, around my nose, it's kind of disappeared. But most products do disappear around my nose, because that's probably, as you can see, the nose is very shiny at the moment. In terms of using it as an eye primer, obviously, like I said, it blended everything out nicely and stuff like that. My eyeshadow has started to disappear. It is creasing here, but I think next time I'll try it, because I definitely think I'm going to keep using this product because my chin area looks great. Despite the fact it's a little bit shiny, that is perfect. So I'm really happy with that. So I think maybe next time I'll try setting it like I usually do with my eye primers / concealers anyway, and see how it wears then. But right now I'm very, very impressed with concealer. I really kind of wanted to find a really good green beauty concealer, just because especially on a day-to-day basis, like I've mentioned, I try not to wear foundation just to let my skin breathe a bit more. But obviously when it came to a spot area, I wanted it to be covered but still be able to breathe kind of thing and not get clogged up. And from what people have told me and what you guys told me, this is kind of the concealer for that, hopefully. So yeah, I'm very impressed with how it looks on my chin right now. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to keep playing around with it on my eyes, maybe set it next time, whatever. But I definitely think this could be a very, very good concealer, and possibly one of my top concealers. So I'm definitely going to keep playing with this, and I've got lots of the product left, to be honest, in their little samples, so I'll keep on using it in videos and stuff like that. And so I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Keep your requests coming down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.